Imagine being told your job was perfectly safe. Every day you painted tiny watch dials with glowing paint. Your supervisors assured you there was nothing to fear. They even encouraged you to shape your paintbrush with your lips. Within a few years, your teeth began falling out. Your jaw started to crumble. Your bones glowed in the dark, and the company responsible denied everything. This is the true story of the Radium Girls, one of the most shocking industrial disasters in American history. Throughout history, some of the deadliest weapons were never fired from a gun. They were poured into a cup, hidden inside a remedy, slipped into a meal, or trusted as medicine. Behind every poison lies a story of ambition, deception, science, and survival. These are the cases that changed history. Welcome to the Poison Files. In the early 1900s, radium was considered miraculous. Discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie, the element fascinated the world. People believed it could cure disease, increase energy, and even improve beauty. Radium appeared in toothpaste, face creams, chocolate, drinking water, and, perhaps most famously, glow-in-the-dark paint. When World War I increased demand for luminous military watches, factories hired hundreds of young women to paint the tiny numbers by hand. The work paid well, better than many factory jobs. To these women, it seemed like a dream. Painting the tiny watch numbers required incredible precision. Workers were instructed to use a method called lip dip paint. They dipped the brush into glowing radium paint, rolled the brush between their lips to make a fine point, then painted another dial, hundreds of times every day. Some women even painted their fingernails and dresses with the glowing paint for fun. After work, they literally glowed in the dark. What they didn't know, every brushstroke was poisoning them. The first symptoms seemed harmless. Toothaches, fatigue, headaches. Then, teeth began falling out. Dentists discovered something terrifying. The jawbones weren't healing. Instead, the bone itself was dying. Doctors could remove pieces of jaw with their fingers. Some women developed severe anemia. Others suffered broken bones that snapped without warning. Many became bedridden before their 20s. No one understood why, except the companies already suspected the truth. Company scientists handled radium using lead screens, protective gloves, special tools. Management knew it was dangerous, but the women painting the dials? They received no protection. When workers became sick, the companies denied responsibility. Some doctors were pressured to blame sexually transmitted diseases instead of radium poisoning. Families were left devastated. The victims were ignored, until a handful of women decided to fight back. 5 women from New Jersey filed a lawsuit against the United States Radium Corporation. It was nearly impossible. Most were too weak to stand. Some testified from hospital beds. The company delayed proceedings, hoping the women would die before reaching trial. But public opinion began to shift. Journalists exposed the truth. Medical evidence mounted. Eventually, the companies settled. The women received compensation. But it came too late for many of them. The Radium Girls changed history. Their courage helped establish workers' rights, improved workplace safety laws, expanded corporate accountability, and laid the foundation for modern occupational health standards. Their suffering wasn't in vain. Today, every employee who receives protective equipment, every workplace required to disclose hazardous materials, Every safety regulation exists in part because these women refused to stay silent. The glow that once symbolized progress became a warning. The Radium Girls remind us that scientific discovery without responsibility can become tragedy. Their names deserve to be remembered, not as victims, but as pioneers who changed the rights of workers around the world. If history teaches us anything, it's that truth eventually shines brighter than any glowing paint ever could. History leaves behind more than answers. It leaves clues. Join us next time as we open another case from the Poison Files.